So what about the performer? How do they use the M-48? The M-48 has a simple control surface hiding a powerful mixer inside. The main controls are the 8 knobs, surrounded by rings of LEDs. These control the 16 stereo groups, with 1 to 8 when I press this button, and 9 to 16 when I select this button. The current function of these knobs is determined by the control section on the right-hand side. When I press this volume button, the volume of each group is controlled by these knobs and shown by the ring of LEDs around each knob. It's easy to set the volume mix of your personalized set of groups, and this is probably the most common function. You can hear any group in isolation using the solo buttons. All other groups are muted. This is handy for sound checks and setting EQ on each group. Turn the solo off to go back to hearing all groups. Each group is stereo, with the pan position of each source set by the sound operator. However, on the M-48 you can reposition the group as you wish. Each group has a dedicated EQ, with high, mid with a frequency, and low. Use this to adjust the tone of each group to your taste or to the response of your monitors. You can also control the amount of reverb on each group. This is especially useful when using in-ear monitors, when direct sources sometimes sound lifeless and dry. All of these settings can be stored into 16 memories in the M-48, so you can recall your setups at any time later. Across the top of the M-48 are the master section controls, including a headphones level, LED meter, a limiter to protect your ears from unexpected volume spikes, master EQ, a reverb on-off button, and a separate volume control for the line outputs. The auxiliary input level and ambient mic level controls bring us to the back of the M-48. On the back you find connectors for 1/4 inch or 1/8 inch headphones or in-ear monitors. An attenuator sets the correct range for your headphones. Balanced line outputs are available to drive powered monitors. This output can be switched to a sub-output with internal low-pass filter, particularly useful for a drummer on headphones who just needs that extra thump from a subwoofer or the rumble of a low-frequency shaker. The stereo recording output is great for connecting to a recording device like Edirol R09HR. This is the ambient microphone built into every M-48. This helps performers who sometimes feel isolated by in-ear monitors. They can turn up this mic to hear each other talk during rehearsal or to hear the sound of the audience response. A dimmer switch turns down the brightness of the LEDs for dark theater use. And of course, the last thing on the back panel is the REACT connector, providing the 40 audio sources and power from the S4000D. That's right, no AC brick required, and full control from the M400.